Hi, and welcome to Stamp with Ginny. Today I'm going to share with you how I created this fun fold card using the Biggest Wish stamp set. I think you'll really enjoy this stamp set with its bold images and combinations that you can create. So let me set this aside and I'll show you how I got started. For this project, I've got my chamois, a piece of grid paper that I can stamp off on, my stamp, and 3 colors of ink pads. And I'm going to start with the So Saffron, which is my lightest color, and I'm going to start in the bottom of my panel here. There we go. I'm going to stamp off, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to pick up the polished pink, and I'm going to stamp that at the top of my panel, being careful to line it up straight and trying to line up that H on the side. There we go. I've got that done, so I'm going to stamp off again and clean my stamp. I want to make sure I got that pink off so that I don't transfer it to my granny apple. I'm going to pick up the granny apple here and I am going to stamp it right between those, trying to center it. There we go. I've got my stamping done on my front panel and I'm ready to do the inside of my card. So I'm going to bring that panel in. It's scored at the 4 1/4 inch mark. I don't think you can see that score line, but I can. So when we put the card together, you'll see it more strongly. So I'm going to pick up the birthday and I'm going to pick that up in the polished pink. And I'm going to stamp it right here in the center to complete that sentiment. And then I'm going to pick up this little image here with the granny apple, and I'm going to pop a couple on the inside, just in the top and bottom corner like so. And I'm ready to start assembling. Okay, I've got my card base now and I'm ready to fold on that score line. I like to fold on the score line after, only so that you don't have a bounce to your cardstock when you're stamping. I've got that done and I'm going to bring in this beautiful designer series paper. It's got great colors on both sides and I'm actually coordinating it with the outside strip you'll see in a second. So I am going to add adhesive onto the outside edge of the designer series paper like so, and I'm going to add adhesive to the outside edge of the basic white cardstock base and a little bit, but not going all the way to the score line on the top and bottom. I'm lining this designer series paper up on the inside card panels like I would normally layer something, and then I'm simply going to fold that card front onto the designer series paper and adhere. Next, I'm going to bring in this little strip that I've cut out of that same pattern, and I'm going to add some adhesive onto the back of this, and I'm going to adhere this right on to that little panel that is on the card front for a beautiful pop of color, and that'll coordinate with the inside of the card when they open it up. Okay, I've got a piece of the granny apple that I've cut with the die here, and I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back of this. You can even add a couple in the center because this is a large panel and that'll give you lots of support. I'm going to bring that in and I'm going to adhere this straight down onto that card front, just centering it. The next thing I'm going to do is bring in my happy panel and my polished pink ribbon here. I just love this kind of ribbon with its sheer center. It makes it just very elegant and it picks up colors underneath the ribbon. And I am going to simply tie a knot here. There we go, and trim from the bolt. Now, if you prefer to trim prior and then tying, the measurement will be on the PDF. So there we go. I'm going to center that and place that knot right on the happy, and I can do that simply by bowing and sliding it down a little bit. There we go. I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to add some adhesive onto the back. Pick it up and then adhere it to the front of the panel here right in the center. And this has been cut so it fits right in between those beautiful stitched edges. There we go. You can adjust your ribbon as desired and trim it if you would like to. But there you go, a quick and easy card that has this beautiful designer series paper on the inside and send a wonderful message. I'm using the Biggest Wish stamp set for this, which is a great bold sentiment set to add to your collection. And of course, if you'd like any of these products, feel free to stop by my online store. You can get there from my blog, Stamp with Jini. Thanks for joining me.